This digital calendar Okay, there we go. Good evening, y'all. Yep, Jesse was technically the first. What's up, Jesse? Also, again, thank you, Mike, for the sub. Appreciate your continued support. Both in just hanging out with your viewership and with the subs. I appreciate you guys. Just ordered a great pile of Hawaiian barbecue, beef, fish, cream cheese, wontons, the works. Tomorrow we start portion control and watching calories. Diet starts Monday. I love Hawaiian barbecue. Same. Same. I actually had Hawaiian barbecue last night for dinner from in Torrance, TNT Aloha. You ever been there, Mike? I don't think I've ever. I think I've either had once before years ago, or maybe not. But I've known about TNT, the Hawaiian place, for years. Because in high school, everybody used to talk about how they'd go there just for shaved ice. Even if they had good food, all I ever heard was people talking about their shaved ice. Change the background color so we can get that color contrast. Oh, speaking of Yoshi, this sounds like a Yoshi song. Because the next game we are playing is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Here, check it out. TNT Aloha Cafe. We got the spam musubi, of course. I got an order, and then Zoe loves spam musubi. And then, of course, I got just the basic katsu plate. See, look. They love their shaved ice here. Dude, they do poke nachos here. And they do fried wontons. Now, what's really cool is they do breakfast. I need to check them out, but they do breakfast burritos with the Portuguese sausage as the protein. I need to try it out. But yeah, look at all these Loco Moco variations, dude. The OG Loco Moco, the Spam Loco, which obviously is just they use Spam instead of ground beef. Katsu Loco, Kimchi Loco Moco. Wow. Corned beef, Portuguese sausage, or Kahlua one. No, those aren't mixed. I'm just saying those are each different type of Loco Moco you can get for the protein. But what I did was your basic katsu entree. Like I said, I don't know if I've eaten there maybe once before. I also maybe have never eaten there before, so I couldn't remember. So anytime I go to a Hawaiian place, the first thing I always try is their chicken katsu and a spam musubi. Any Hawaiian place, that's my litmus test. Also their mac salad. Still gonna eat whatever I want, just less of it. There you go. Generally, that's actually recommended. I know it sounds weird coming from a fat guy, but I wasn't always fat. But one thing they tell you is that when you're overweight and then you want to start losing weight, you don't need to all of a sudden go to some crazy super restrictive healthy diet with a low caloric intake. It's as simple as, even some people if people are super obese, not like you, I mean we're talking the Biggest Loser, sometimes small things like this, right? It's really practical. They'll go instead of having 5 Cokes a day, have 4. And you drop 200 calories just by that. It's don't change anything else. Like literally sometimes a baby step like that is like in the right direction. Or they say, hey, instead of having 8 chicken quesadillas at Taco Bell, have 5. You will drop weight. Best way to do it. Nope, not heard of it. I got chicken katsu musubi. Oh, L&L does that too. I think even this place does too. Yeah, you can get musubi but with katsu instead of spam. This place also does Portuguese sausage musubi. Case in point, I didn't need to eat 2 McDonald's breakfast combos this morning and then go straight to bed. One of them been enough. It's like that. And then they tell you like if your end goal eventually is to get like healthier too. Like obviously you get in losing weight, you lower like a bunch of comorbidities and like a lot of health issues, right? Like just off the bat, even without like changing your diet, right? But eventually if you get down to where you want to be, then you could start inching towards like healthier things. I mean, to be honest, like Mike, like your diet isn't like a picky, like unhealthy processed food only diet. I mean, you're talking about how like you eat everything from Indian food to Mediterranean food, like all kinds of stuff, you know? Like where you got enough greens and fruits and veggies in your diet. But for those who like have like own like they're like obese and like super unhealthy and they only eat processed, it's like you could keep the same diet, less of it, and then when you get down to a healthy weight, then it's like you can start incorporating like healthier things instead of the same things you eat. So it's like eventually if you get down to like if one were to be at like, you know, you lose a bunch of weight and you're down to a 2,000 calorie like, you know, calorie diet, you could like sub out like a McGriddle for like oatmeal, yogurt oatmeal kind of thing, right? But you know, years ago, so most of high school I was like 200 because of baseball. Now, and that's like, it's not skinny, but that's like well for me it would be like a healthy weight. That's 200 where I was at like all of high school. You could think baseball. 4-hour practices each day with, and you know, from a combination of actually playing the sport and then conditioning. But I was 200 like all of high school, and you know, large to medium shirts. I had a waist. I wear like anywhere from 34 to 32 inch waist jeans. Even 30, I think it sometimes depends on if it was like Levi's or somebody else. After high school, I got up to like 240 over like the span of like 4 or 5 years. Maybe, yeah, around there, right? Then, and that was like 2011, I was like 240. And dude, I would kill to even be at 240. So even at 240, I was like, dude, I'm obese. But like, I'm 300 now. If I lost 60 pounds, like to me, I would look skinny. But like at the time, 40 on top of 200, so 240 to me was like crazy. But I went around the wrong way. See, I've never dropped that much weight because I went from 240 to like 190 something in 2011. And because growing up, it was like I never had to lose a bunch of weight because I was always kind of where I needed to be because of sports. But I stopped playing sports, stopped exercising, so I got to like 240, and then had to do the whole thing of like Biggest Loser. Like I tried to drop a bunch of weight, so, which I did, but I freaking did this stupid diet. I literally was like, it was like malnutrition. I like killed myself. Like every day I was so hungry, I was starving going to bed. I lost a crap ton of weight, but it was miserable. I went from like probably over 2,000 calorie diet a day to like 1,300 calories, sometimes maybe even less, on top of exercising. And if I like, that is the one thing, like if I can go back and change, is it like that was stupid, that was like unnecessary. But now I'm at like 308, 309. I need to get down 200. So the approach this time is to every 10 pounds, I'm going to drop 100 calories. A lot of the problem is the retained sugars from booze. Sorry, I was AFK for a second. No, you're good, Jesse. This place looks good. Oh yeah, this is what we have on the topic of Hawaiian. This is the place I had last night. And tonight we actually had Chuck E. Cheese. We had Chuck E. Cheese pizza. They had it 25% off. Dude, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is so good. As a kid, I used to think Chuck E. Cheese was the best, right? I wonder how much of that was actually because it was good pizza or because it was just where a kid can be a kid, so all the hype behind it. The hype lens, you know how they call it, like nostalgia lens, where it's like things you used to love, like you think are amazing, but like, are they actually amazing, or is it just like nostalgic and not that good? That's like in terms of video games. People talk about that a lot with like video games. They call it the nostalgia lens. But anyways, with that being said, no, it's good because we literally had it tonight, and the crust, dude, is like super seasoned, like almost kind of like a Domino's like crust, like the seasoning. And I noticed something too, because I haven't had it in a long time. They make their pizza like very similar to Shakey's pizza. It's like very similar to Shakey's. And actually, I know this sounds wild, but my favorite pizza place is Shakey's. I absolutely love it. It's something about the sweetness of the sauce. It's not because it's like a sweet marinara, but there's something more to it. And what I found out on Reddit was, and I knew I tasted it, but I couldn't like confirm it, but it's confirmed. One of the ingredients of Shakey's pizza sauce is they add red wine. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, like a winey flavor to it. Oh, so good. I love that flavor of their sauce because of the red wine they add to it when they're making the sauce. So good. 60 pounds is my goal too. It feels reasonable, yeah. But yeah, the TNT, like, apparently is like a favorite of the locals. I've always been an L&L guy. Always been L&L. Now, L&L isn't like crazy, like high end. They just do Hawaiian well. The one over by Crossroads. Surprisingly, like, L&L does put up in terms of competition. That one's like actually is one of the best. But like, you know, higher quality, like Hawaiian places are like King's Hawaiian or the Loft in the South Bay area. For those who don't know, Jesse, you're outside of the LA County. So King's Hawaiian, you know, the Hawaiian sweet rolls that probably everybody in the United States knows and gets. So they have restaurants here in like the South Bay, like where we live, like in our city. A sit-down restaurant. Their actual bakery is in Gardena, I think. The one that like pumps out Hawaiian rolls to like the whole world. Oh my god, Chuck E. Cheese is my favorite for some reason. I don't think I've ever heard anyone else say their pizza is good. Dude, they're a fan. The kids love it. Allie loves it. I think it's good. But here's the thing: is that all pizza's good. Is there such thing as bad pizza? Like, if we're all gonna like talk about things, like good down to the nitty gritty of pizza, is there such thing as bad pizza? Pizza is one of those things where like you could have a gross cheeseburger from somewhere, you can have a good cheeseburger from somewhere. I don't think I've ever had a gross pizza. Overcooked French bread pizza sucks real bad. Oh, yeah, I would say if you're gonna have pizza like in that way, yes. But I mean, I'm talking about like a normal, like a pie, like not dough substitutes. Yeah, you start doing things like that. That's like saying like having a pizza on a bagel or a English muffin. Yeah. But yeah, so French bread pizza, if it's done well, like was it Red Baron or whatever, is really good. But I can imagine overcooked French bread. Yes, yikes, absolutely yikes. I want to order the spam rice and eggs. It's good for real. I had Little Caesars be bad pizza. However it's spelled, dude, that sucks. I mean, I feel like every time I've gotten Little Caesars, it's been really good. Now King's Hawaiian, yo. Look. Restaurant, okay? Oh yeah, and then they have like an actual bakery in the restaurant. Hey Jorgen, what's going on, bro? Happy Easter cheers with the cuppa. Dude, I had a cappuccino earlier, bro. I hope you're doing well. Are you still doing the 3D printing stuff? I feel like that's the last time we were chatting. Good to see you, man. But anyways, at the restaurant, they have like a dedicated like a bakery, like glass. Walk up to a glass and a bunch of stuff in it. And again, we're talking about King's Hawaiian here, folks. The rolls that are everywhere in the world. Dude, that key lime pie looks phenomenal. So usually I'm a rich sweets guy. Like super rich kind of sweets. Jesse, like we were talking about earlier, the Oreo cheesecake that I posted on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, that had a cheesecake. No, that was my coffee Instagram. I can't remember, bro. No, it was a personal Instagram. The Oreo cheesecake and espresso. So usually I'm a huge, like, rich guy first, but I do love like fruity stuff as well. And I'm telling you right now, man, that key lime pie looks amazing. Yeah, man, does I print, sand, paint, etc.? Dude, awesome. Dude, 6 years, 1 month, 7 days, 20 hours. AU's been following that long. Purple, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, but right now what we're looking at, Purple, is the King's Hawaiian Bakery at the restaurant. We were talking about how everyone usually, I think everyone in the world knows King's Hawaiian for their like sweet Hawaiian rolls that everybody's making stuff with. But they actually have, like in my city, city of Torrance, they have their actual sit-down restaurant. And we're just scrolling through their bakery stuff. But their most well-known thing is this thing right here. No, not the cheesecake. This one? The Paradise Delight? I think it's this one. Is this the well-known one? The iconic Paradise cake crowned with fresh strawberries, peaches, and kiwis. The classic is built bigger with layers of fresh strawberries and peaches. Yeah, is it like this? Oh, they sell it by the slice? Oh yeah, they sell it by the slice. You can get it by the slice. But damn, the key lime pie looks freaking amazing. Wait, where's the restaurant? Hold on. Oh, restaurant. I must have clicked bakery. Wait, hold on. What? I clicked restaurant. Why do you show me? We gotta go to the Yelp page. Come on, man. We gotta do it. Why is their actual website sucking? Anyways, their actual Hawaiian restaurant is like legit. It's like a kind of, in terms of quality, it's higher up. Dude, the spam musubi here, this appetizer plate, yeah, they give you like the cucumbers, the sauce. That looks weird. It looks red in the picture, but that's actually like more like pink purple. That's the the ginger, but their spam musubi is really good. I got home a little bit ago, but I've been lurking while I do my nightly routine. Awesome. Ooh, food. I don't recall a thing about Chuck E. Cheese pizza, by the way. Wait, Purple, do you like Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Are you a Chuck E. Cheese pizza fan? Have you ever had Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Most of it sounds and looks good. My Hawaiian barbecue is so close, but Dasher moving so slowly. Dude, it's so good. Look, here's inside of the cake right here. This like fruity, amazing thing. Yeah, they also do breakfast here, which is also really good. But the katsu, ooh, that's not how you spell katsu. Anyways, they do a really good chicken katsu here. And a curry katsu. Oh, that's right. Curry katsu is really good if you have a chance to get it. Anyways, King's Hawaiian is top notch. Now, I would argue probably the best place in the area right now is this place called Flocka's Island Grill. Let's see. Do they even have any pictures? Hold on. This is probably like top tier Hawaiian, but it's not like expensive like Michelin star. I mean, it's like I want to call it boutique, but it's not though. It's just like a guy who started a restaurant who's like choosing to do Hawaiian food like really well, like from scratch. I don't know how else to describe it. Like this spam musubi here, this picture right here, you can get it normal or you can get it like crispy spam musubi. So they glaze the spam. They like stick it in like a I don't know, some sort of like glaze, sweet savory glaze, right? They like cook it so it becomes crispy around the spam. I don't know how else to describe it. It comes like this. It's amazing. One of my favorite things is probably, where's their island chicken? They have this like island fried chicken. It's amazing. Yeah, I think it's right here. This is the island fried, like soft, boneless chicken pieces. It's like drizzled in sauces. Anyways, all right, this is Big Back Hour, y'all. Big Back Hour. And I'm already full from dinner, but maybe that's the Italian side. You know, Italians are sort of known to talking about food all the time, whether you're hungry or full. Ads. Oh, man. Sorry. Dang it. I should have paused the ads while we're talking. 31 seconds to go. I miss the Loft's fried chicken, so good. Oh, dude, the Loft is really good. The Loft is actually still around, too. I'm back. Welcome back, Nate. Since we're on the topic of dinner, what did you guys have tonight, man? You gotta tell me. You can't come into this chat. Now, if you haven't had dinner, okay, let me know what you're thinking. But, if you guys have had dinner, you know how it is. You're in a Big Bag Hour, and Jamie's curious about what you had for dinner. Yes, I have, but I remember more of playing the games than eating the... Yes, that's right. I would argue that probably that too. And I did make that point too. It was like, do I remember the pizza being... Was it good because it was actually good? Or was it because of like Chuck E. Cheese just being fun to be at, the games and stuff? The hype lens. That's it. That's what I've referred to it as. The hype lens. Did the hype of Chuck E. Cheese itself, you know, being there, the excitement of everything with games and then the animatronics, like, did the hype of that, like, skew how good the pizza is? I don't know. I remember it being pretty good, but I can't really remember. Up until recently as an adult, I went back and tried it, and it's good now. But, you know, the point being was that, like, I used to argue, oh, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is the best, like, for the longest time. Even, like, because I only went when I was, like, in elementary school, so I didn't, like, go again, in young elementary. So I didn't go, like, later in elementary school, didn't go in middle school, didn't go in high school, didn't go, like, outside. Went back for the first time, like, a few years ago. And it's, like, it's not bad. It's good. Had it tonight, it's good. but I can't remember if like it was amazing like in the 90s. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Back from Adlan. I would have to try it again. We had it tonight. It was really good. We got 1 cheese pizza and then 1 half pepperoni, half sausage pizza. I had fried mac and cheese balls with fries. Should have got a calamari. Wait, where'd you have that at, Nate? Fried mac and cheese balls, speaking of, from Cheesecake Factory. Amazing. Every time I go there, I always get the fried mac and cheese balls from Cheesecake Factory, man. Always get it. Calamari is one of my favorite things ever. Dude, calamari is good if it's done well. If it's like too weirdly chewy, then it's kind of odd to me. But yes, Purple, they definitely deliver on DoorDash. Yes, got it tonight. Okay, I can show. Let me see. Right here, look. How was Chuck E. Cheese? Should I give him a thumbs up, thumb down, or a heart? That was proof that, yeah, that my order. I opened the app and this is what it's asking me. It's asking me to rate it now, like they usually do. Loved it. Thumbs up. There we go. How was your dasher? I always give 5 stars. Always give 5 stars. What if they did fried cheesecake balls? I'd be down to try it. How was your Easter? Pretty good. We went to service today. And then after that we went to Allie's sister's husband's parents' house. We're there most of the day. It was hot. It was like, got up to like 80 something degrees while we're there. We were outside most of the time. And then after that we came home. I made a cappuccino and then dipped one of my Easter chocolate bunnies in it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Just everybody hold those thoughts. We're trying to log into Instagram right now. And it's asking me to open the Authenticator app. Which I probably shouldn't, because I'm trying to log into it through the website on the PC desktop. So obviously I don't want to be typing in the security code for all the stream. That's why I'm having trouble multitasking, talking, and typing at the same time. Here we go. Here's my most recent Instagram post. Look at that. Dipping the bunny in the cappuccino, boy. Oh, I love the big chewy pieces that Thai places do. Fulfills my feral sides need. That's good. That sounds nice. Gonna go eat. Want to watch some dumb TV and be back in 30. All right, sounds good, Mike. What'd you guys do today? For those that want to share, what all did you guys do? Details, man. So you woke up, you turned to the side, Your feet touched the ground in your bedroom. What happened next? Start there. But yeah, so I'm trying to oh, wait. Duh, you can pause it. Made a cappuccino. This is actually the first time I've made a cappuccino in a long time. My espresso machine, I actually have not used it in like, I think about a year. And I was afraid to use it until I did maintenance on it. Like, I was afraid, like, I needed to, like, descale it, and then I needed to back flush it, which, for those who don't know what back flushing is, it's like, you put the portafilter in, you know, the thing with the handle that people, like, put in, they turn, right? Portafilter is the thing you put the coffee in, the water shoots through it, right? Pressurized. But how you back flush is you put, like, this plate in there that forces, instead of water going through the portafilter, it shoots back up into the machine. That's how you clean the line. So, combination of like descaling, back flushing, I wanted to do, and I was like, I'm not gonna drink. I don't want to make espresso shots if it's like got mold or it's, whatever the reasoning might be, right? I don't want to be making espresso shots and then I'm giving myself a little bit of stomach aches every time I make myself a cappuccino or a latte or something. So I was like, well, until I'm ready to full on devote like hours to doing this, like the espresso machine just kind of sat and I just been making coffee with other methods. But 2-3 weeks ago, finally decided to do it. So, but this was actually, sorry, I hate to brag, but hey, I'm gonna brag. This is my first time doing latte art on a cappuccino in a long ass time. Maybe a year and a half, yeah. It's like riding the bike. Once you learn how to steam milk properly and do latte art, it's like riding a bike, dude. I mean, anybody in this chat can do latte art, just so you guys know, right? Being a barista is not a specialized field. Anybody, it's, you know, it's funny, it's like being a barista is kind of like playing ping pong. Ping pong is one of those sports where you don't need to be, from the time you're born, a prodigy and in lessons and spend a lot of money. It's one of those things that, like, there's not much depth to it, so you can get, like, good. Like anybody else, right? You talk about, like, baseball or something, it's like, unless you got your kids in, like, lessons and crap like that, like, early on, it's like, you'll never catch up to, like, people, like, later in life. But again, being a barista is kind of like playing ping pong. It's like anybody could start and get good. There's no specialized skill. But yeah, latte art. Any of you could be trained to do that. Because I wasn't. When I first started, I was at Pete's Coffee. I was at Pete's Coffee when I started, bro. Oh, and I did link that in Jesse's chat. One time we were talking about it, right? Let me see. Yeah, we were, I was showing off what it looked like when I first was like at Pete's before I got into the specialty industry. It's like you just kind of steam milk and you just plop the foam on top, right? So I went from just plopping the foam to eventually steaming and then doing art. But yeah. After the services, I pretty much took a 2-hour nap because I was exhausted. After doing the skit last week with all the way to Easter. Dude, a nap sounds nice. Did anyone else dress up as a bunny today? No, just me. I'm sure somebody did at some event or whatever. Hung out with my mom and aunt. My mom made white chicken chili and 7-layer dip. Oh yeah. So I ate and watched basketball with them and then worked on a tutorial puzzle. I also built an Easter bunny out of Legos. Oh, sick. I would like to see that purple. Oh, Jimmy, that's so good. Dude, you guys, I've got to be careful with coffee. Speaking of coffee, I went to urgent care earlier this week because I had like pain at like where my sternum was, and like I was like 90, 95% sure it was like GERD, acid reflux related. But you know, anytime there's certain pains in the chest, like as you get older, you don't want to mess around. So obviously they did all the tests, EKG, X-ray, blood test, everything's fine. And and I was like, you know, it could be. The doctor was asking me like, you know, when did it start? And I was like, oh well, it could be like recent stress at work. It could be. Oh, because I told him like I don't think it's a heart problem. I think it might be GERD related, but I just want to be here and check, right? As I was telling the doctor, urgent care, because it's like a really like tight sensation right here, and sometimes like, you know, GERD or acid reflux kind of gives like similar symptoms to like cardiac problems. So like, anyways, you always want to get them checked out just in case. But I was like, I think it's my GERD. I think it's like a really bad flare up because I've been, again, stressed at work, but I also recently been making espresso at home, and I think that's the issue. So after they did all the test, he was like, you know, my recommendation is to, you know, up your omeprazole for acid reflux. Like that's what I take. And he was like, and to cut back on the coffee. So I made this drink, and then like after like a third of the way through, I had to it's in the microwave. I thought I was gonna drink it later, but I don't want to drink it. I'm like scared of that flare up again with GERD. Oh wait, see which one? Well, if you got pictures of the puzzle and the bunny Legos, that would be awesome. If you're able to link it in chat, or just join the Discord and link it under content for stream, you could do that too. Whatever is easier for you, but I want to see it. Or on Instagram. But we were talking about mac and cheese balls. I said my go-to when it comes to Cheesecake Factory, I get this appetizer every single time I go. I don't think there's ever been a time that I didn't get this as an appetizer. And those are huge. For those who have not had it at the Cheesecake Factory, it's not a small appetizer. It's pretty big. Those balls are huge. So like, if you have all 4 balls by yourself, you'll be too full for your actual meal before it comes. Anyways. Instagram just told me an unrecognized account because I was like trying to log into Instagram from my phone. Dude, I've actually gotten notifications from Instagram and Microsoft in the past like year or so of like people like unsuccessful logins, and it's like somewhere like Indonesia or India that they're trying to like get in like 100 times. It's so annoying. It makes me so angry. It's like just the thought of like people trying to hack your stuff. It's like, why, bro? The tendons in my sternum get to be creaking after bench press now. That feels like heart pain and is scary. We enjoying getting old yet? Yeah. You know, the one reassuring thing too, I found out about cardiac heart related stuff is this, right? So, which should be reassuring for those who pass their tests, like, you know, EKG, X-rays, blood tests, whatever. The heart doesn't go bad out of nowhere. Based on what I know, the conversations I had, the research, right? The reassuring thing is this: unless you have heart problems, right? Like blood tests show, like artery blockage, like EKGs show that, X-rays, right? It's one of those things where, like, when people get heart attacks, it's because there's already something wrong. like a healthy heart doesn't just like you don't just get a heart attack. Um, yeah, you have to have like history of like heart problems or high cholesterol, high blood pressure, um, a bunch of things, right? Or like untreated issues that you haven't had diagnosed for years. That's why also too, like I'm not trying to freak people out, but it's also good why you should, see a doctor at least once a year, right? So you can like know about those things. But yeah, the reassuring thing is that like if you've had tests for those things recently, and then you get like pains after that, and you haven't changed much, and you continually score pretty good health-wise on things, the pain you're feeling, symptoms, most likely not the heart. Actually, like very unlikely it's the heart, because again, the heart isn't one of those things that just like if all those things are good, then like it causes issues. Because a heart attack isn't like generally heart attacks, right? It's because of like blockage, right? Heart attack isn't because arteries are wide and dilated, blood's flowing, good on cholesterol, blood pressure, all these things like that. Like a heart attack is because blockage. Ironically, BJ's was smaller than what Cheesecake had to offer, but I'm guessing they should be the same portion when they're all pushed together or something. Oh, does BJ's have mac and cheese balls? Is that what you're saying, Nate? Ugh. Sorry, give me 1 second, folks. Anyways, how was your day today so far, Mason? What did you do today? But yeah, cheesecake. Now, Jesse, you and I were talking about this earlier today. Cheesecake Factory is one of the few places, or maybe the only place in the US that has a menu that big where they're technically a scratch kitchen. That's what separates BJ's. And you can taste it too. If you eat out a lot, anywhere from Chili's to Applebee's to BJ's to Lazy Dog to all these chain places that do a bunch of stuff, and then you go to Cheesecake, you can taste the difference. Cheesecake is, again, because they're a scratch kitchen, you can taste it, right? You don't even need to be a trained professional, but I'm sure you guys know, like, when you go somewhere and something kind of tastes like, right? Even though the food's, like, hot, nothing's weird on it, but it still just kind of tastes like there's nothing to it. Generally, in restaurants and whatnot, like, it's because stuff is, like, pre-packaged, pre-frozen, pre-jarred, right? And all that stuff sort of, like, diminishes the flavor. But if you go to Cheesecake Factory, it's like everything tastes excellent because everything's scratch. Cheesecake Factory has a huge operation in terms of their kitchen side. Like, they have all these different positions of preparing food, ordering food, like weekly, like Yeah, everything's made from scratch. That's why everything tastes so good. Maybe I will DM you the photos on IG, but it's bedtime for me. Have a great rest of the stream. Dude, Purple, thank you for hanging out for a bit. I appreciate it. I know it's late where you're at, much later. You're either 2-3 hours ahead, at least. But yeah, it's definitely time for bed where you're at. But I will be right behind you in a couple hours. 8:09 here in LA. But again, thank you, Purple, for stopping by and hanging out. I do appreciate it, as always. It was good. I've taken up historical European martial arts, so I was down in Sacramento for a few hours learning some fencing. Oh, sweet. That sounds fun. Also today, so for dinner we had Chuck E. Cheese. But after dinner we went outside for a little bit, and I went on a walk. Did 1 mile. See, last month I was doing like 0.75 of a mile. I'm trying to, so in a combination of being like really overweight and trying to get up to walking a 5K, 3.1 miles. I want to not hurt my knees or anything like that. So I'm trying to build tolerance, endurance, lose weight, so that I can eventually get to a place where I'm walking 5K, and I'm trying to do it in slower, smaller intervals of increasing distance. Right, because I'm in it for the long run. I don't want to I don't want to do like a mile every month. I think even at with the weight I'm at, increasing distance by that much is too much weight. Rigibo, dude, what is up? Thank you for the raid. What is going on? Chilling, living life. Awesome. How's the weather where you're at? Last time we talked, you were saying it was like really nice. It was like raining or snowing like a month or two ago. Let's see, what were you playing? Is it pronounced Racoin? Coin pusher? I've never heard of that game. Was it fun? We were just talking about how being overweight, trying to eventually get up to walking 5K, 3.1 miles, and I'm just trying to slowly work my way up. So like last month on March, I was walking 0.75 of a mile, and then tonight was my first time doing 1 mile. And I think every month I want to up it like 0.25, which would be like 1 lap on a track. But yeah, trying to drop, I need to drop at least 100 pounds. I'd like to also be walking a 5K, so we were just talking about that. It's nice, but a short winter. Dude, absolutely. What the heck happened to that groundhog, man? I mean, not only was winter cut short, but it's been like heat waves here in the South Bay. Like, it was in the 80s today, man. Jesse, what was the temp at your house today? What was it? A few days ago we talked, you said it was like snowing. I don't know if you're actively at the PC right now or if you're doing bedtime and stuff, but Coach Ride, nice. I released 13 pounds this quarter. Start another 90 days tomorrow. Good luck, dude. Nice, man. Congrats on the 13 pounds. Yeah, and no snowpack. What'd you guys do today? Did you guys take it easy? How was your Sunday? I got the window open. Nice cool breeze coming in. 66 out with a nice, I think there's like a marine layer right now coming in from like Redondo Beach area over Torrance. So it's a nice South Bay chill, cool spring. I miss that South Bay breeze for sure. Did you have dinner yet, or are you about to? You gonna have dinner later tonight? Oh, you guys, guess what game we're on tonight? We finally we're on Yoshi's Island. For those who don't know, we've been playing through the Mario franchise in chronological order. So every mainline, AAA, spin-off, Japanese exclusive, obscure, we're trying to literally play it all. If we can get our hands on it, like via emulation, like there's even some obscure arcade stuff we've tried out. Weird Japanese exclusives. We're doing it all. But we're finally on Yoshi's Island. Only a few more games until we're into the N64 era. Now I'm about to go take care of dinner. Sweet. Any idea what you want for dinner? We had Chuck E. Cheese pizza tonight, which I cannot remember the last time I had. Maybe years ago. Just chilling with Ouija Bell. Start my 5K training this week. Get myself back up to 5K again. Hopefully run a 10K race in September. Dude, that sounds fun. And it sounds like a really cool thing to strive for. And since we're on the Super Nintendo, you know, with emulation, it's like the easiest route is to always just from the PC just sync an Xbox One controller and then there it is. But I got these officially licensed. Are they officially? Is 8-bit though? I mean, I don't think they are officially licensed, but they're like, in terms of like their molding, they're like OEM. So this is their 8-bit Super Nintendo. Now, obviously, it's got analog sticks, and then in addition to the bumpers, triggers. So technically, you could play a lot of games with this, like recent current gen games because of the analog sticks and then the triggers. But this feels like one-to-one of an actual Super Nintendo controller. It's like, out of all the third parties out there, there's actually two third parties. There's 8-bit and Retrobit. They both are like the top quality when it comes to making like either officially licensed or like close, or like, you know, they just make it without being officially licensed. Like, for example, Retrobit actually has officially licensed Genesis and Saturn. Like, let's see here. So the 6-button Genesis, right? These are actually like licensed by Sega. So they have like actual like access to like the OEM like molding specs. Look, that looks great. Looks great. And what else? Oh yeah, the Sega Saturn. I want to get their Sega Saturn. I have the 6-button Sega Genesis controller, but they do Sega Saturn controllers that I want to get too. That pink one looks awesome. Limited edition breast cancer charity. That one looks great. And then 8-Bit Do, obviously. They're mock Super Nintendo ones. They're mock Genesis. Oh yeah, Turbo Graphics. Few stuff, but now what's really cool about 8-Bit Do is they have these 8-Bit Do DIYs, what they call it, right? Where you basically can take any real controller and then make it Bluetooth compatible. So for example, you could take the real PS1 controller, like the real, like, not the DualShock, the original PS1 controller right here. See it right here? See it? And you buy this board, okay? And I looked at the videos. It's pretty straightforward. You literally just open it up. You take out the old board. You put theirs in. Theirs has a Bluetooth portion to it. And then you are able to like sync it. You get their adapter. I think yeah, here, look. See, this is what it looks like here. That's for like charging, whatnot. Okay, so I think you can connect it via 2 ways. Either like normal Bluetooth without any adapter, or you can use their 8-Bit Do adapter, and then connect to anything you want at that point. But they do more than PS1. Like, look here, you can take an N64 controller, you buy their mod kit, you could turn an actual OEM controller into like current gen Bluetooth. Now what's kind of cool is the joystick that they have here, right? This one you swap out here. That, it's interesting that they include that, but because obviously those other controllers we saw, like, there's no included joystick, it's just a board. But this is the board plus this Hall effect joystick, which, for those who know their stuff, that is the GameCube one. Does anybody recognize that joystick? That's the GameCube joystick. Which I remember when I first got into like retro gaming and collecting back in like 2015, 2016. At the time, one easy mod people were doing to their original N64 controllers, because if you guys remember, you know the sticks on the N64 as a kid? You know, you play enough Mario parties, and the stick gets like floppy. To the point where like if you like tilted the controller, it's like the stick would just like lean, right? And it just gets kind of like hard to use because it fricks with like, there's all this like floppy dead zone, right? So a lot of people, for their fixes, you know, there's 2 options. You buy another same stick, like the ones that came on the N64 controller, and over time they'll eventually wear down like that again. Or you buy the kits like this, they look like this, right? And it's the GameCube one. Now, some people complain because of like, there's different dead zones with the GameCube one, but like, apparently it far outweighs like a little bit of like dead zone to put up with far outweighs like using like the thin plastic ones again to have them wear down again, you know. But with that being said, it's really interesting that this N64 mod kit, in addition to it just including like a board to turn to Bluetooth, they include this Hall effect joystick, the GameCube one, you know. So that looks great. I'd actually like to get some of those. But anyways, we should probably get into gaming. If I designed the Switch consoles and used that control stick, I would. Yeah. Dude, you know, they argue for Nintendo. So, for example, you know, with PlayStation, the DualShock design was like, you know, don't fix what ain't broke. You know, they had the DualShock design, the same DualShock design, not even different, bro. PS1, PS2, PS3. Only difference was the PS2, the controllers were black instead of gray. Still wired. And then the PS3, the only difference, the controller was literally if you took a PS2, PS1 controller, like it literally is the PS. Like the PS3 controller is literally the same DualShock controller on the PS2, PS1. Only difference is that's when they were wireless. It's literally the same. There's nothing different about it, right? So people argue like that's like the best PlayStation controller. People argue for Nintendo that the GameCube controller is the best controller ever made. And I mean, like, not only the best Nintendo controller ever made, some people argue they think the GameCube controller is like the best one ever made. But anyways, if Nintendo was smart, they would actually offer a first-party GameCube controller with being able to be played on everything. Now, there's two workarounds, right? Nintendo does have the official GameCube adapter port you can get for like 4 GameCube controllers. It's for the Switch and the Wii U. And then of course they've also partnered with third parties like Power A. So for example, here there is Nintendo actually has an official adapter here. But you know, there's like third parties like Mayflash or whatever, but or all these people make it, but Nintendo actually, I have two. I have the Nintendo one, and then I have a Mayflash, like a really Mayflash is like the best like third party one out there, but Nintendo actually does make an official one. But this would be the solution if you wanted to use like original hardware. You get one of these adapters, which are actually backwards compatible on the Wii U. Like a lot on these boxes, if I'm not mistaken, it actually on the back says like it works for the Wii U and the Switch. But if not, so this is where you plug in whether you want to use your wired GameCube controllers or the wireless Wavebird. That works. The Wavebird works. I've actually played with a Wavebird controller on my Switch 1. Or this. You know, Power A, I mean, like third party, this is what I'm talking about. So, these are the two routes to play GameCube controllers on your Switch. Would be official Nintendo adapter, so you can use your actual hardware, or third-party licensed, you know, Power A. But what I am arguing is it would be really cool knowing that Nintendo knowing that everybody loves the GameCube controller, in addition to, you know, the standard controller for whatever console is at the time. So for the Switch 1 to Switch 2, it's been the Joy-Cons, right? Joy-Cons for the Switch, Joy-Con 2s for the Switch 2. In addition to the console standard controllers, they've also released the Pro controllers on both the Switch 1, Switch 2. What I'm saying is that in addition to the Pro controller and then the console normal controllers, they should also release a GameCube controller. I mean, they probably would. It's my opinion. I wish they would. They wouldn't because there's all these solutions, either with an adapter or a third party. So they're probably like, there's not enough big enough need or demand for it, so we're not going to. But I wish they would. Mike, that was the most mediocre excuse for Hawaiian barbecue I've ever had. Barbecue beef was string scraps, seasoned with sesame oil and salt. Shrimp tastes like old tires. Cream cheese wonton's good. Mac salad was just mac and mayo basically, and the spam musubi came with no katsu sauce, or the katsu musubi. Oh wow, okay, weird. It was like dry, huh? Holy crap, keyboard, you've been good. You've been so good all day. Big letdown. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that was a big letdown, man. Sorry to hear that. The heck? Well, my headphones are dead, so we're going to game without them, which is not a problem. Not a problem. Let's see. Yeah, it happens. Now we know what place to not go to. Exactly. Unfortunately, that's what happens, right? That's how you have to go about it, right? Yeah, unfortunately, it's like you gotta take a risk, right? And I guess that's the only way to find out, right? Trial and error. I'm gonna go zone out with the documentary. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate it. Sorry about your food again, bro. Okay, I guess let's get into gaming, shall we? Now this is Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. Can you guys believe that? Okay, there we go. Okay, let's pause the music here so we can play. All right, let's see here. Okay, looking good. Okay, everything is looking good. Okay, let's boot her up, huh? Yoshi's Island, indeed. What the frick is happening right now? Hey, Jimmy, what's going on, Jim? How's your Sunday going so far? How was your Sunday today? What'd you do today? I think you got a glitch problem, yeah. I'm sorry, hold on. Let me stop something. Go. There we go. There, I think we fixed the glitch. I think maybe my mouse was like halfway on, halfway off the screen. And anytime you move the mouse off the screen, it like pauses the game until you bring it back on the screen. Went to my sister's yesterday. 88-year-old dad is with. Hey, did Easter dinner. Dude, that sounds pretty fun. Sounds like a good time, Jim. How's the weather been this weekend for you? Starting to warm up at all, or is it still really cold? It was fun. She made a rib roast, just ate some leftovers. Nice. Sounds pretty good. We had Chuck E. Cheese pizza for dinner. Dude, the intro to this game is long, isn't it? Nice. Had pizza last night. Man, pizza's always good, huh? For your pizza, do you get like something from one of the big chains like Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Little Caesars, or do you have like a go-to local place that you really like? But yeah, really long intro for this game, huh? We were still in the 50s till later in the week. That is cold, but that is like December California cold, which is a lot warmer from a lot warmer than it has been, huh, at your place. This paradise is Yoshi's Island, where all the Yoshis live. They are all in an uproar over the baby that fell from the sky. Wait, the baby seems to know where he wants to go. The bond between the twins forms each of them where the other one is. The Yoshis decide to carry the baby to his destination via a relay system. Now begins a new adventure for the Yoshis and Baby Mario. Woo, yeah! We go local, went sausage and green pepper last night. Dude, that's an awesome combo, man. Salty, savory sausage, crisp, slight sweetness from the green bell pepper, man. It sucked no flavor. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man. If Baby Mario falls off Yoshi's back, the countdown timer will begin. When it reaches 0, Kamek's Toadies will kidnap Baby Mario. The more stars you collect, the safer you are. The countdown timer will slowly count back up to 10. Complete a stage by passing Baby Mario to the next Yoshi. Okay, sweet. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that's jump. What is this? Oh, is that throwing an egg? So, Main controls Y. B to jump. A to throw. There's sauce. Just not good. That's a bummer. Now, there's one... I've actually only beaten this game. I've played this game a handful of times. I've actually only beaten this game once before. Like, maybe... almost 10 years ago. Like maybe 2017. There was one thing I did notice. There's a lot of sound effects in this game that they carry over to like Mario 64. Alright, there we go. Make eggs. Throw eggs. Like, the iconic song when you get a star is, like, from this game. And it started from this game, if I'm not mistaken. Gather 5 for a 1-up. Alright. It's like din 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 din. Oh, you know what? I need to be making eggs, man. Like that. There we go. Is this Nintendo Mario? Yeah, it's Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. Oh man, I don't have enough for this guy. Bummer. Let's just start over. There we go. There. I'm supposed to be doing this. I was like shooting him out to like hit them. I am supposed to be doing that. There we go. There we go. When did this game come out? 95, 96? I can't remember. 94? I'm trying to remember from the spreadsheet we just... There we go. Oh, stars. There we go. Cool. That's right, because 96 is when the Nintendo 64 came out. Oh, got him. Smacked ya. This music, bro. Really cool. I really am liking the background too. Didn't this game use a Nate, you might be able to answer this one, but did this game use a special chip in the cartridge? Like Star Fox and Stunt FX Racer, whatever it's called? But yeah, the game, this one came out in 95. What are you supposed to do with this guy? Goated underground music? Yeah, what are you supposed to do with that guy here? The Super FX chip. There we go. Sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, give me 1 second, y'all. Anyways, guys, so far I appreciate y'all being here. Whether you're joining on Twitch or YouTube, appreciate you guys being here. Really do. Okay. Let us continue. Yeah, this is my second time ever playing through this game. Who else has played this game? Wait a second. Is there a way to make the that slower or quicker? Oh, we're up to 20. You know, the one thing you notice too, about the Yoshi games, and even going as far back as Yoshi's Island, is there is like a very specific, like artistic detail in the Yoshi games that they go for. And the stylistic differences of like the Yoshi games versus like the mainline Mario games. You know, it's always very like cutesy, crafty, artsy, you know. And it's really cool. It really is a different style. Like, I don't know if you've like, if you actually like notice, it's like, it's not the same as Super Mario World. It's very, yeah, like I said, very cutesy, crafty looking versus like, I don't know, like, I guess not crafty, cutesy. I mean, yeah, the biggest comparison I can make is if you just pull up side by side Super Mario World and Yoshi's Island and look at the, you know, the graphical, like the stylistic differences, you'll see what I'm talking about. Even like on N64, like Yoshi's story versus like Super Mario 64, or you got, you know, Woolly World versus, you know, Woolly World, Crafter World versus any of the other stuff. You know, it's like what they go for, right? And there's like a new Yoshi game coming out in the Switch. I forget, but it's like same thing. It's like they're going for a different style with the graphics, and it's pretty cool. I really like it a lot. Flip cards, item chance. Aim with the A cursor and press the aim with the cursor and press A. Collect the items shown. Can't make you lose. Okay. We lose. Okay. You know what? Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll play some more. But yeah, we've been streaming for like hour 41 minutes. I haven't gotten up yet. You know, get a sip of water, go to the bathroom, walk around a bit to get the blood flowing a little bit, and then we'll come back to playing some more Yoshi's Island. But yeah, again, let's go ahead and take a little break, and then we'll be back, hang out and play some more. All right, give me a minute. Okay, we are back. Oh, and what do you know? It's playing Galaxy music, one of my favorite games. Whoops. Wait, why are we back here? Oh, did it load? Cricket. Quickly go through this part. So weird. Oh, frig, bro. Yeah, skip all the pleasantries, it's just good. Okay, let's see. Dude, I feel like the green screen's like, like cutting my head off. It's like making me look like I have like a lopsided skull. Oh, that's funny. high can we get? Yeah, let's play this game again. Yeah. Choose the middle one. Bro! We choose the middle one this time? So either it's scripted in the top left and middle, or both Kamek, or it's not scripted and we just so happen to choose the frickin' Kamek again. Watch out below! Why is there a picture of a chomp? Oh, that's why. Was it a warning? Wait. Oh. That's not a cave. That's a pit. See, sometimes in these older games, it's still kind of hard to tell, like, is that a place I can go? Or is that, like, death? Oh my gosh. Whoa, they really... Whoa, okay, they really upped the difficulty, didn't they? I mean, to me, the game's still, like, easy. But I'm just saying, like... If you're, like, a casual player or somebody who doesn't play games a lot, like... The speed at which those chomps are coming over here is... It makes it hard for somebody who's, like, not familiar with games. Whoa. Oops. Oh! Yeah, Hey is right. What the heck, folks? Yeah, let's go ahead and fill up on these eggs. Oh, what's down here? Yeah, what route was this? Oh. Okay, so it's if you would have gone left. What? What do you tell me to do, bro? Let's see. Oh, go right. Okay. Helicopter? So... Okay, so coming from Woolly World was my first kind of experience in a Yoshi game where you can play with, like, things like this where Yoshi transforms. I didn't know that dates back to, like, this far. I thought that was, like, more of, like, a recent, like, thing, but it has its origins dating as far back as Yoshi's Island. Oh, cool. So how do you get up there? Let's see. So are you supposed to take the helicopter all the way and make it to a certain point? Is that why? Okay. Okay, you don't have to do that. You can just shoot it. You can just run up. Sorry, you don't have to shoot it. You can just run into it. Oh, okay, so you're supposed to make it to that thing. Pass back to Yoshi, okay. In this form, the normal Yoshi form. And if you don't make it, it sends you back and makes you keep doing it until... I guess you get it right, huh? Oh. Oh. Oh no! I meant to hold on to one of those guys to make eggs, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's the end of the level. Nate, have you ever beat Yoshi's Island? That's cool. So there's collectibles in this game, huh? You can actually 100% each level. The Cave of Camp Rock. Oh! Oh, I don't want that. Yeah, I like this better. I was stuck in World 2, I should try this game again. Yeah. Why don't you play through it at the same time I'm playing through it? See how far you get. You know, if you play it on your Switch, right? It'd probably be a little easier with the whole, you know, save, quick load option. Or rewind feature. Making it probably a little easier to beat, right? Sure, I'll do that. Sweet. Who are these little ghostly dudes with lanterns? They're cute. You know, they've traditionally always done Yoshi games where it's like, it's a side-scroller, but... You know, imagine they made a 3D platformer with like Yoshi or something, man. I don't know how that would be. I mean, I want it because I think it'd be cool. You know, maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe that's why Nintendo never made a 3D platforming Yoshi game. Maybe that's why it's always been side-scrolling, but... I feel like it'd be kind of cool. That's what, speaking of platformer, Yoshi games, that is what, Croc was gonna be. You guys know Croc that, you know, came out in the 90s on the PS1? Did you guys know that was, gonna be a Yoshi game? Oh, you can get coins by using the eggs, huh? That's cool. Yeah, let's go up. Very cool. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Croc was originally a Yoshi game that they were working on, like a 3D, you know, platformer. And I guess Nintendo didn't want to go forward with it, so they just... you know, changed the assets and decided to make their, you know, the company decided to make their own game, which was Croc. But apparently it was meant to be, like, again, a dedicated, you know, Yoshi platformer game. Look it up. Look it up, I'm telling you. Alright, let's see. Scratch and sniff. Oh, who is that? Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, we'll take the one up. I love the sound effects. Actually, I'm looking forward to playing the Yoshi Islands on the DS and the 3DS. But going back to what I was saying, check this out. Look at this. There's a lot of stuff you can look up, but yeah, even this Reddit post from 2 years ago. Today I learned that Croc Legend of the Gobos started out as a 3D Yoshi game, but Miyamoto turned it down. Let's see. The game initially started development shortly following a successful relationship between Argonaut and Nintendo, with the former creating a processing chip for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System called the FX or Super FX that was used in games such as Star Fox to display 3D polygonal environments. It was first pitched to Nintendo as a prototype for a 3D platform game in which the player controlled Yoshi from Nintendo's Super Mario series, but was ultimately rejected by Nintendo, ending their relationship and prompting Argonaut to retool the game as an original property. The game's characters and mechanics were designed by Simon Keating in his first ever video game project. Let's see. But yeah, there we go. Also, the AI overview says yes, Croc Legend of the Gobos was originally pitched to Nintendo as a 3D Yoshi platformer developed by Argonaut Games in the mid 1990s. After Nintendo rejected the proposal to focus on Super Mario 64, Argonaut retooled the prototype into an original IP, releasing it in '97 for PlayStation, Saturn, and PC. Key details about the transformation. Original pitch: Argonaut Games, known for creating the Super FX chip for the SNES, pitched a 3D Yoshi game to Shigeru Miyamoto, who enjoyed the demo but ultimately declined it because Mario 64 was already in development. From Yoshi to Croc. After the rejection, Argonaut modified the game's character to a crocodile to avoid copyright issues with Nintendo, though the tank controls and character design were still heavily influenced by the initial Yoshi concept. Connection to Mario 64, according to Argonaut founder Jez San, the prototype demonstrated that 3D platformers were possible before Super Mario 64 was finalized, with some rumors suggesting early concepts influenced the 3D look of Mario 64. Oh, so the other way around. The Gobos, the creatures Croc rescues, were designed to replace the need for rescuing a princess, a nod to Nintendo's frequent use of that trope. But yeah, isn't that cool? Croc originally started out as a 3D Yoshi game, but then got turned down after the demo. Anyways, I just figured it's very relevant now, so that's why. Because we're playing the Yoshi game. Alright, what do we got here, folks? Oh, what in the world? Whoa. Watch out. Oh, that's so cool. The way the walls are. Look at the Shy Guys in there. See, that's like the FX chip stuff, right? Oh! I'm sorry, that's probably more the FX chip right there. Super FX. That, like, animation with the wall coming down. That's cool. Oh. Hello, folks. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy moly. Wait, where'd the guy go? Gotcha. Whoa, look at the lava. It definitely looks a step up from Super Mario World, right? Oh, man. That freaking got me, dude. Dang it. There we go. But yeah, look at the yeah, just the graphics of that lava there. Definitely looks like they really took it up a level in terms of like the detail and animation. Even look over here to the left, like off of whatever like metal barrier part that is, you know, right here. You can see like the lighting effect, like is it sort of like doing this. Pretty cool. You know, isn't that same sound effect used in Super Mario 3D World? Whoa. Holy crap. It's just a coin room. Pretty cool. You know, I think even the last time I played this... Oh, dude, what the frick? Frickin'... Look at those big eyebrows, man. Eyebrow theory. Anyways. You know, the, I think even the last time I played this, like, about 10 years ago, I think I was just concerned about, like, getting through the game and beating it, you know? So I think I missed a lot of stuff, like, for example, that... You know, that coin room we just came from? Like, kind of slowing down, exploring, you know, trying to find stuff. I think I was just like, frick it, like, I just want to... Like, I'm not trying to rush, but, like, I just want to, like, beat the game. But again, this time around, it's like, yeah, maybe I'll slow down a little bit and check things out. Like, obviously, like we talked about before, like, I'm not trying to 100% games. We'll save that for our second playthrough of the Mario series. But, you know, the second playthrough, I'll try not to rush and maybe spend a little bit more time. Again, not too much time, but just a little bit more time with checking things out. Here we go, here's the boss, right? Oh, it's the boss? Yep, this is the boss. So you're still on the baby side, Yoshi baby. Then get a load of this. Honestly, what is this character, dude, with his like pants pulled that freaking high up like a damn egg? Oh shit. Wait, what? Oh, he's bouncing quicker. Oh no. Oh, whoa, why is he naked? And red. Hey, we actually got a little bit more points this time compared to our average of high 70s and some 60s, right? Cool, cool, cool. Oh, auto scroll screen. Okay. We got time. We got time. We got time. Look at the Yoshi like, Oh, oh. Oh, holy crap. Nope. Oops. Wait, I don't think I needed to keep going, did I? There was a platform above me that looks like it went all the way left to the edge, too. So, that was kind of dumb to try to make it happen. Whew. The name of the previous boss was Bert the Bashful. Why was Bert naked and red at the end? Can anybody tell me that? Dude, why is Bert naked? Oh, he's not naked, he's just being bashful. Hey. You know, I was thinking, do you know what other franchise we should incorporate to play through? Star Fox. We should really play through the Star Fox games. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That could have been bad. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, we're getting a little too... Here we go, here's the end. Woo! Oh my gosh. There we go. $79 points. Wait, hold on. Is that not the... Hold on. Every single level? Oh, no. Okay, we only had 2 79s. For some reason, I kept thinking we got only 79 so far. go. Shy Guys on stilts. Oh, shoot. So... Wait. So can you ground pound these guys? Oh! Wait. You don't need to ground pound. You just tap their head. Dang it. You tap their head. They fall. And then you eat them. Oh, careful not to double jump, then you crush them. And then you don't get to have an egg. Oh, what's up here? Oh, wait. What is that? Oh, holy crap, dude. Oh my gosh, they almost took him. What the heck? I didn't read the instructions. I guess we'll have to try these eggs out on other guys. Let's see. Okay, coin. A red coin. That sound effect, almost like, sounds like Sonic. Yeah, there we go. What do those red things do, man? Okay. What is this? Is it a mole? What is it? Okay, cool. I guess I could have technically, like, done it over again, over and over. Until I got all the coins, there was no penalty or rush there, huh? Oh. Oh. Dude. Whoa, what was that? Whoa. Whatever. I think you're supposed to do something like that. Maybe use the lift for momentum or something. I don't know. We're not gonna spend all night trying to get that to work. Oh! Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Very cool. Only 2 more levels on World 1, huh? Cool. Almost there. Oh, there's secret? Are there 2? Nate. So, okay, beyond 1-8, those 2 question marks, is that implying there's 2 secret levels? Okay, so you can eat that when it's in the ball. Oh, cool. That's so cool. That's where the seeds started, huh? Yeah, because they have the seeds that you can get in Woolly World and Crafted World. I didn't know it has its origins in this game. Very cool. Oh no! Oh, if I remember correctly, I think I knew this something like this was gonna happen. Dude, leave me alone. Oh, we made it sick. Oh, leave me alone. Again? Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh. Now get me the frick out of here, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, what are we supposed to do, man? We get the frick out of here. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Are you just supposed to frickin' get the hell out of here? Like, just frickin' power on through like this? Dang it. I don't give a shit with the one-up. Leave me alone. Holy moly. There we go. Give me some stars. Woo. Okay, it says, yes, there are bonus levels in the game. I'll have to tell you how to access them. Bonus levels, extra stages in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island are unlocked by achieving a 100% score, all red coins, flowers, and 30 stars on every level in the world. There are 6 extra levels, 1 per world. Okay, sweet. Good to know. Thanks for looking that up, Nate. Here we go. Get the frig out of here, dude. Those puffy things? Holy moly. Alright. The boss level. Salvo the Slime's Castle. Alright, let's see what this is about. Whoa, look at that. Okay. There we go. You know, these like castle levels, this music, has some I don't know what you would describe it as, but it kind of sounds like Super Mario RPG. I don't know. I forgot which area of Super Mario RPG, but this, oh, give me eggs. Is this like the ship level on Super Mario RPG? Is that what I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, that fish is going to be annoying because he's going to keep you from getting Mario in the bubble. Every time he hits you, if you get hurt by him. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Hey, you can hit it like that. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. That's gonna be hard to do. And I don't have any more eggs. Ow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it reminds me of that ship level, that sunken ship or whatever it's called. Okay, so you can ground pound him like that. Yeah, that like sunken ship level. That's what it reminds me of, this music. Where's the key, dude? Oh, I see what you have to do. There you go. At least you don't have to go back down and up again like that. Oh, that's nice. Ends up being like that. Oh, I should have got more eggs, huh? Okay, I guess you gotta take that thing out, huh? Just go through the boss door? I think that's the boss door, right? Oh well, we're already here. Salvo, salvo. A cute little slime ball. Hey there, cute little Yoshi. Does baby Mario want to go to Bowser's castle? I'll take him there in a hurry. Tee hee hee. Oh, what's he gonna do now? Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That was intense. Hold on. Let's try that again. Okay, it seems pretty straightforward. It just gets like more intense. Got him? Yeah. Dude, the bosses are kind of fun. You know, it's like... Okay, so the game overall compared to Super Mario World already, is that, like, there's a lot of similarities in terms of, like, gameplay, the style, like, of, like, the mechanics. Some difficulties are like similar difficulties, but I will say I think overall the game does have a slight like easiness to it. Does that make sense? It seems like in some ways it's like meant to be a little bit more like you're cruising than like intense difficulty. Like the bosses are like, oh, to me they seem like way easier than Super Mario World bosses. Okay, I think we should pause here for the night for Super Mario World. And then, you know, maybe we could try shooting for playing a world each stream. Maybe 2 worlds if we have enough time. But just based on previous Mario games, it seems like depending of when... So, like previous Mario games, most of the time if it's a game that has like worlds like 1 through 8, 1 through 6, 1 through 10, usually do about a world per stream. And then also what depends on that is how soon we get into gaming, right? Like if we start the stream and then immediately just get into gaming, then chances are we can get through 2 worlds in one stream. But if we do like a time of like hanging out, talking, stuff like that, then most likely, you know, we beat 1 world during a stream. You know, because part of the stream is divided up into just hanging out and talking. But yep, I think we're gonna conclude and end the stream there. But before we shut it down, I do just want to thank everybody for coming out. Jesse, Mike, Nate, Ahu came by, Purple. And then Mike, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Feel bad for Mike and said he had a not good Hawaiian experience. Usually Hawaiian food's awesome, but if Hawaiian food's not that good, then you know what that must have been bad. I feel bad for him. Wasted money. What are you talking about? Now you know not to go back. And then Kuijibo, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Jim, thank you for being here and hanging out. As always, always appreciate that. And then Nate, you said beating the game with 100% on each level unlocks another secret level for each world. Okay. Right. Might have to try those out in the future too. But anyways, guys, thank you for your continued support of showing up, hanging out, and additional support, such as, you know, subbing on Twitch. I appreciate it. We're slowly growing on YouTube, not quite there to monetization, so there's no subbing ability on YouTube, but as of right now, best way to support is watch videos, watch the streams, give a thumbs up, which is always, you know, all I ask for, all I can ask for. You know, that's the best. You know, I appreciate the additional support with like subs and stuff like that, but you know, you guys just being here is enough. You know, thank you guys for putting in the effort and energy to, you know, pull the stream up on another device, another monitor, on your TV, whatever it might be, a laptop, computer. Appreciate that. All right, y'all, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and then we'll try to be back this week to continue playing through the Mario franchise and other stuff. Sorry we didn't get to check out the stuff for content for a stream. I just didn't have enough time to incorporate that into the stream, but remind me next stream so we can watch some of the stuff you guys have been posting in the content for stream section. But yeah, all right, y'all.